Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel ShivaTube. So in this video we will be talking about the implementation details. We will be writing the logics behind this Quartz scheduler, how it works and everything. So in previous video we have talked about the structure of the packages, classes, what we have created. So hope you have gone through that video. So thanks for watching that video and let's continue from here. So in this video we will be creating the logics. So first we will be, let me walk through again this one. So now we are going to implement this email job. Okay, so how this email job will be created? So we have already extended this class and we have given this one. So here now we will be writing the logic. So the job of this email, this method will be to send the email. When we will schedule the job based on that time, this method will be executed and our email will be sent to that person. Okay, so related to that we need the properties, we need that being to call particularly like mail properties and everything, mail sender. So we will be using Java mail sender and one more, that is mail properties. Okay, this is done. Now what we will add in here, we need to create the like in this context the trigger will send the request, right? So from that request we need to get the job data, like what actually we need to do, to whom we need to send the email and all those. So we will be taking the data from that. So here job data map we will be creating. So from this context we will be getting merged job data map. Okay, so what we will be taking is email subject and body. Okay, so let me provide how we can. So job data map dot get email. Okay, so by using this one we can get the email, and same thing we will be writing for every other. So here we will be writing like subject, and here we will be writing the body. Okay, so we will be sending email. Okay, this method will use to send the email. So we will be providing mail properties, like from email we will be getting from here get username. Okay, and to email we will be providing subject, we will be providing, and body we will be providing, so that email will be sent. Now create this method. So to send the mail we have my message. Mail sender dot create my message. Okay, so we will be creating this my message helper to add the character encoding and all those. message, and this whatever the message, like this one we need to my message, we need to add in my message helper constructor. So this is basically the building the message helper, right? So here we will be adding standard char sets dot this ut8 character to string. Okay, now our my message helper is also created. So in this helper we will be adding all those like this request data, to whom we need to send and all this. So this helper dot set to, so username is 2, right? Message helper set text, that is body. Message helper dot set subject, that is subject. And from we need to send, sorry, this 2 is nothing but email, right? From we need to send, that is username. Okay, so this message we have added in this helper and everything. So this helper contains that message also, right? Now we are sending this message by using Java mail sender. So this is nothing but messaging exception we need to throw. Okay, so here we will be writing some system, because currently I'm not using any logger. Okay, this is done, right? Now this execute internal method is completed, like whenever this will be executed with the data context, so their job is to fetch the email subject, body and everything, and then start sending the email. Okay, so this is final. Now going to this, now we need to create this service, right? We need to implement this service as well. So here we need to provide the implementation. So let's implement this one. So to schedule the job we need the scheduler, right? Scheduler. So this scheduler we will be using to schedule the job. So before that we need to take the date and time, we need to take the request data, we need to create the trigger, we need to create the job, right? So everything we need to do. So we will be doing in this step by step. So first we will be taking this so first we will be taking this one zone ID, zone date and time we will be taking. Scheduler request dot get date time, and here we will be providing the zone ID. Scheduler request dot get zone ID, right? So in this zone id, what we will be checking is, now we are having the zone id with the zone time. So what currently the time is, so we need to throw the exception, or we need to return the response like the date and time cannot be before of this one or exactly the same, because schedule date will be always forward, right? Currently this is 12/7, so it will be 12/8, 12/9, or maybe next hour, like that, next day. So we will be checking that condition. If date time is before of zone now, right, then we need to return scheduler response. Scheduler response we need to return like message with please provide correct date time, okay, with false. So it means it will not be scheduled, right? It will be returned. Now what we need to do is, we need to provide the logic. So first we will creating the job detail. We will be building job detail, okay, and here we need to provide the job data, like whatever the request we are getting, scheduler request, right? And next we need to create trigger. So here we need to provide the job detail and also date and time for scheduling the job, right? So now we will be creating these two methods to implement it. So first we will be creating this one, job data. So here we will be using the existing job data map. New job data map, okay. Here what we will be putting, here we will be putting all the email, like email, subject, body and everything. So job data map dot put email, okay. So the same thing we will be doing for all other. So here we will be writing subject, here we will be writing body, okay. So what we will do, we will be fetching subject, we will be fetching body, okay, done. Now we will be adding this one into the return, like we will be building with the job detail by using this data map. So job builder will be there, okay. So new job with all the required parameters. So here we need to provide that class for which we are building the job, okay, with identity, so that UUID, anything random you can give, okay. Now with description, like for what this one is, and here also we need to provide the unique name also, email from jobs, okay, and description like send mail job dot JobStore durably build. So this is the final. So we are putting all the data like job data map into this one, and we are building the object like a new. We are using this class. We need to provide the scheduler to schedule the job for this specific class. Okay, so this will be the execution point, and data is this one. The unique key is this one, like email jobs. The database will be like the table will be identified. Okay, so all these things we have written. Now we will be creating this trigger. So this trigger we will be creating. Trigger builder is there. Trigger builder dot new trigger for job detail. Okay, with identity email triggers. So these are the things we need to provide. So start at, this is nothing but that is the only thing. Let me explain you what I'm doing here. Simple job scheduler builder dot schedule simple with misfire no. Okay, now dot build. So let me tell you what I'm doing. So here we are creating a new trigger for job detail. We are using this one. Date and time we are using to set the when we need to schedule it for at what a specific time. Okay, we can use here the Quartz scheduler by using that one, the cron expression also, but currently we are scheduling this simple with the date and time only. Okay, and these are the like unique properties of this, so that the trigger will work. So this is done. Now we will be adding this here in this scheduler dot schedule job. So this trigger is there, but we need to provide two things here. One is trigger and one is job data. Okay, job data to persist in our DB, and trigger is to trigger that trigger point. Job detail trigger. Okay, so this is done. Now we will be using this one same class to return here. So here job id will be provided by trigger get job key dot get this name. Okay, and same thing we will be getting by job group. Okay, and here we can give schedule true. Okay, and same thing we will be providing here in this, like if there is any exception, so these things will not be there, right? Exception occurred, false. So this whole code is done. Okay, now we will be scheduling the job by running this application. We'll try to schedule. Let me start this application, right? So this application is started. Now what we will do is we will be scheduling. I have already created a postman collection for this one. So suppose now the time is 12:18, right? So here we can give 12:19. Okay. We need to see like why the exception occurred. Let me debug this. Okay. So let me start in debugging mode. So why this is happening? So first we will identify like all the requests are coming properly or not. Yeah, everything is coming. Okay, zone ID is null, so it must be throwing the null pointer exception, right? Let me see. Yeah, null pointer exception. So what is the reason like behind this zone ID is not coming? Zone ID is here, we can see zone ID. Okay, and in request what it is? Okay, time zone is there. We'll modify this one, not a problem. So we'll modify here zone ID. Okay, now we will be executing this again. So let's get this up. Okay, now it is up. We'll be sending the request. So okay, this is debug mode, so that's why it is coming like this. Now what we got is please provide correct date and time. Okay, what is the time? 12:19 here, 12:22. So we will be giving. So our logic is working correct properly, right? So successfully scheduled job. So now if you want to see the jobs is successfully scheduled or not, so we will be using this one. So here what we will do is email jobs is there, job details. Quartz demo is there, right? So here you can see the data is inserted in this one, right? So meanwhile we can see this trigger is also done, that was scheduled already. Let me check the email once. So for that email I have already copied here the direct path of that email. So here you can see the latest email at 12:23 I received it. I want to say something. What I had sent, I want to say something in body. Okay. So this is okay. Now scheduling is working properly. But how we will identify through the logs, or how we will take the record, like is it executed, when it executed? So all those we can track through this listener. Okay, so what we will do, we have already created the job listener, right? So we will be sending this, just return this one. There is nothing deep, and here we will be adding system of println. Executed. Okay, same thing I will be copy paste here. It's already done. Executed. Okay, and same thing I will be adding here. Trigger completed. Okay, and misfired is that is not we will be doing only this one. Trigger fired, and in this name we will be just adding this one. Okay, so this listener is done. Okay, now we will be running this application and we'll see what will happen. So now this is started and we are going to schedule a job. So currently 12:32 is there. I'll write 12:33. Okay, so scheduling is done. We'll wait for some time. Once 12:33 is there, we will be going to the email and we'll see like email received or not. Okay, so we received the email at 12:33, right? I want to say something. Now we will go back to our screen, this console, but here what we see, there are no like whatever we have written, those are not coming here. So what could be the reason? We have created it, but if you remember, we have added one more point here. So these job listeners need to be registered with the scheduler. Okay, so are we registered? Have we registered that one? Let's go and check. So we have not registered, right? So let us register the scheduler dot get listener managers dot add job listener. Okay, so here I will be adding job listener, get manager, sorry, get listener managers dot set trigger listener, adds trigger listener. Trigger listener. So new trigger listener what we have created, that class. Okay, now here also new job listener what we have created, that one. So that's it. Now we are going to execute it again and then we'll see what will happen. We'll get all the track record like here. Once the job is scheduled, once the trigger is going to execute, job is going to execute, everything. So let me schedule it again. 36. Okay, job is successfully scheduled. Now we'll keep track, we'll keep an eye on this. So here you can see trigger fired, job to be executed. These two things came, job executed, trigger completed. Everything we came to know, right? So this was a very basic application to get understanding of Quartz scheduling, how it works, but we can leverage this functionality for our purpose. Okay, so you can use like as I discussed before, we can use our for the use cases. There are huge number of use cases for this Quartz scheduler. So we can automate the report generation, email notification, real-time data updates, job scheduling, many more, data cleanup, and all those activities we can use Quartz scheduler to be executed in background and it will do our job. So hope you guys understand this whole video, like there are 4 or 5 videos. So hope you understand deep concept of this. And if you face any challenges, if you have any queries, please put it on the comment. I will sure reply over there. So thanks for watching this video, and hope you will share this video to everyone. Thank you everyone.